Well, the first test train for Snoopy's Soapbox Racer is complete, and the newly revitalized Camp Snoopy section will open tomorrow with Kings Island on opening day, Saturday, April 20th. But I think it's fair for us to ask the obvious question: what's next for Kings Island? And when will the next major coaster come? Now, I'm about to take you on a journey and tell you a story that is filled with not just confirmed fact, but also quite a bit of speculation. And in addition, quite a bit of reading between the lines. So before you post your vitriol and hate, remember, my good friend Biff of the Coaster Heat podcast knows voodoo. And if you put too many negative comments, he'll come after you. Even if he doesn't know voodoo, he stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night, and dang it, that's got to count for something. This is Clay with the Pennsylvania Roller Coaster Club, and today we are here to talk about one of the best parks in the world, Kings Island. Now, Kings Island's lineup of attractions is quite wide and illustrious. It's why many people consider this to be one of the best parks in the world. And the operations, it holds up just the same. They are absolutely phenomenal. So when you look at how these rides run, it's no wonder that they are able to keep their guests so happy. Now, through the years, there's been a lot of speculation. I mean, as you see here, there was speculation for many years that RMC was going to come in and build a ground up, hyper hybrid, and as a paying homage moment to Son of Beast. And look, I mean, an RMC in this park would be absolutely awesome. I'm not too sure how viable that beast plot of land directly behind Banshee is for a project of this size. I mean, I'm sure with a large twister section, it could be pulled off, as long as the track is out and backing itself quite a bit. Maybe 3 passes through that layout, kind of a la Steel Vengeance. Now, a lot of people have suggested, as you see here on the screen, that maybe a mock multi-launch over on the Vortex plot of land would be the most appropriate fit. Something with 2 to 3 launches and maybe 6, 7 inversions at a minimum, to really pay homage to the late and great Vortex. Now, if you don't want to go with the mock multi-launch, there is always the ever-popular idea of sticking a mock extreme spinner on one of these plots. So hold on for just 1 second. Take a look at that grandma. I mean, for real? Grandma, you get Cool Chick of the Day award. All right, back to the video. But that's awesome. If your grandma or your grandfather rides like that still, stop them and tell them they absolutely rock, because that is awesome. Now, every park in the country could benefit by having a mock extreme spinner. It is a game changer for any park. You will automatically be on the map and be on people's bucket list destinations if you add a mock extreme spinner. And I think that's pretty evident at this point, just based on how people are talking about a small park like Plopsaland after getting Ride to Happiness. So I will say, pump the brakes a little bit on starting to tear down all of these murals to the late greats. I don't necessarily see us getting a Son of Beast replacement from RMC right now. And to be perfectly honest, as much as I love the idea of a mock extreme spinner or even a good mock multi-launch to replace Vortex, I don't necessarily see that coming yet either. Our story actually starts and dates back to November of 2022 at the IAAPA trade show in Orlando. Now, very widely known that when the surf coaster came out, the folks at Kings Island seemed to have a great deal of intrigue towards it. And there was a period where executives from Cedar Fair and from Kings Island had been in South Florida, not just to check out Pipeline the surf coaster, but also to check out Velocicoaster. Now, those types of rides, they really only were one-offs in this country so far, so it would really give Kings Island an opportunity to jump in pretty much at ground floor for some of these, if everyone believes they're going to be a smash hit, which obviously, the multi-launches from Intamin are absolutely amazing, and Pipeline the Surf Coaster is amazing. Now, Pipeline the Surf Coaster is amazing for a couple different reasons. One of them, because B&M didn't fully design it. They actually stole some patented technology from Vekoma, which is why the lawsuit had been filed. If you haven't watched this video from a couple weeks back, it's only about 5 minutes long, but it gives you a really quick rundown as to what is going on in that lawsuit. So let's rewind. I believe that Kings Island in 2022 said, hey, as of right now, we're tentatively going to go with a surf coaster. We just want to make sure that everything works out with the surf coaster down here in Orlando. So B&M riding high, and that's kind of where this baby comes back into play. So Snoopy's Soapbox Racer, why am I showing this again? Well, pretty simple, actually. As a salesman myself, and quite a accomplished one at that, I can tell you that the easiest time to sell a product or a service is directly after you sold a successful product or service. So my feelings are, right as Snoopy Soapbox Racer was getting finished and executives from Vekoma were at Kings Island, they were trying to pitch them on, well, what we're looking at right now, which is the tilt coaster that apparently had been canceled by another park. So they presumably still have a tilt coaster hanging out somewhere that needs to be sold. And would this be a great addition for Kings Island? oh yeah. Yeah, this would be a perfectly good addition for Kings Island. However, I think that they were rebuked and told that maybe for future attractions they would be kept in mind. But I believe that Vekoma was surprised at the rebuke, and when they started to get further into conversation, it was realized that, well, the reason that they're not interested in that tilt coaster right now is that they already have plans to build their very own surf coaster. And at that point, when Vekoma realized that them quietly approaching B&M at the 2022 IAAPA trade show and attempting to do things behind closed doors, when they realized that not only was that not paying dividends and working and not getting any type of response from B&M, but they're now outselling this model again, profiting from it again. Well, I think that right there, that's where Vekoma drew the line. Now, in this plot of land that we just saw, it used to stand another icon of this park, King Cobra. Now, as I had said, the park loves to collect records. Absolutely loves it. So if they want to chase the Riddler's Revenge at Six Flags Magic Mountain, some of the stats, they are very attainable. Now, I'm not 100% sure that you're going to get the length. You'll see the markings here for the current Son of Beast station, as well as where I believe this coaster could fit, and as you'll see right behind the Timberwolf Theater here. So as we look at a piece of this POV from SeaWorld Orlando and Pipeline the Surf Coaster, I do want to remind people, very important, coming up on May 4th, we have our 2024 Season Pass Holder giveaway. And if you are a subscribed member to the channel, you are eligible. Check us out May 4th for the winner. If you enjoy this type of content, please, guys, if you could like the video, consider subscribing and clicking that notification so that you know when new videos finally drop. So I ask you guys, what do you think? Are we going to end up getting a mock multi-launch? Do you think there's a chance we could see an Extreme Spinner? Do you think that perhaps it could be a Vekoma tilt coaster? Do you think that a Velocicoaster type ride from Intamin is possible? Or are you buying the conspiracy theory that I'm laying down? Because the timeline of events, the way the lawsuit is written, the timing of the lawsuit, the timing of the extra landscaping around the Son of Beast station. I'm not too sure what that all means. But I am just smart enough to realize that it means something. And I'm interested. Hopefully you guys are too. Thanks for watching, and until next time, guys, we'll see you out there.